You know what? You need to see my face first. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh, listen. All right. Don't look like that, man. It's all right. I'm here. I'm here. It's cool. It's cool. You're gonna be all right. Sit down. Have a burrito. Double up on the protein. You're gonna be good. Where my man is at? It's the six pass commitments, man. We here. It's finally happening. I don't know why it needs to happen. I'm not sure if I'm interested in it happening, but we got him. I guess. Coming to the stage, man. Like Eazy the Black Captain versus. Oh, you can't see that. Oh, Eazy the Black. Oh, well, you know what? You can see that. Eazy the Black Captain versus John the Don. Or as Jims would say, John the Donathan. Something like that, right? So, this battle right here will be going down in Philly on, I think it's December 16th. It's not the official flight. I think that was the announcement. You know what I mean? It's called Drop Your Location. Going to be on Trenches, dropping on Chrome Battle League. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this draw, man. So, now, John was one of the first people. Well, no, I'm sorry. Eazy and John been kind of going at it for a while. All right. So, this kind of when Eazy first started getting really popping. But it got to a point where when John kind of got sacked down by Surf, Eazy started going up. So I think John missed the window where he would normally have got Eazy out of here. Yo, listen, it was fate for Eazy to be here because if John would have either not took that Surf battle, right? Actually, everything is different. If honest real talk, maybe Eazy career is different if the John and Surf battle don't go down. Because at that point, before that, John stock was pretty high coming up for 2020. It was at least high enough. He still was in his position in terms of when he's held in the regards and battle rap and whatnot. And he's still considered top tier. And he's still the top tier, right? But the Surf battle, he didn't recover properly from that Surf battle. I think he still not really recovered. Because the thing again was like, yo, that's the kind of win that gives you PTSD. Because Surf not only like won the battle, Surf premiered and came with a new level of rapping. Like Surf literally changed forms. That shit was like going Super Saiyan. Like the first time a nigga went Super Saiyan or Ultra, like he went to a different form and a different level of rapping during that performance. So when someone that gets in the way of that was a part of that, listen, like it takes a champion to bounce back from that. And John, only way that John can really ever bounce back is by innovating and doing a whole new style. Not necessarily not rapping like John, right? But just something else. Something we ain't heard you do, something we ain't heard before. And also John got to speed up with the punches and he got to improve his delivery. No, what he need? Just rap faster. John probably got to go a little faster, and he got to smooth. Like right now, that raspy voice, because John don't have that much mid and low to his voice. So right now, that kind of tone is not really good for it's not really good for battle rap right now, because like it's kind of hard to get into. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna have to have a little more personality, all right, and be a little more exciting and dynamic. You know what I mean? Now I get it when John's a tall guy. So it can kind of be hard for him to move around and make this shit look good. And John's a good performer, but I'm like, yo, to a certain degree, it's like, bro, you're going to have to really choreograph those moves and bring your performance up. You feel me? And he's going to need a lot to win this battle because he's missed the window, like I said before. If John doesn't take that loss to Surf, right, what would have happened was John would have battled Surf. I'm sorry, John would have battled Eazy probably during that time because after Eazy battles Chess, his stock kind of goes up. That's on the same card on the same night. But say if John not on that card, right? The next card might have been might have been John. He went and ran to John sooner. And if he'd have run into John sooner, it would have been a better chance. The thing about John is, I don't think it's really a bad thing because everybody has their position. Everyone is not necessarily a superstar. John is a star in his own right because of the work he put in and the time he came in, right? But everyone got like a particular job or particular powers and whatnot. You know what I mean? And John is a part of correcting battle rap, you know what I'm saying? Or correcting and regulating the talent coming into battle rap. Because again, going through these certain people like DNA, John, Arsenal. Who else we got? Suge. Basically, Swave Sever, Danny. Even though all those guys can alternate towards a gnome or some madness, right? But at the same time, those guys they often step in to play gatekeeper. So John John's one of the greatest gatekeepers of battle rap. Matter of fact, we coined the phrase because of niggas like him. Because like they regulate this shit and keep niggas that ain't supposed to be here out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that they don't get to a certain point. And so that's been the dynamic. That's been the most interesting, and that's what we like to see. Listen, I love seeing DNA versus the new niggas. I love to see what he's going to do. I want to see how DNA going to adapt and what DNA is going to do to try to give himself an edge in that battle. Same thing with John. You know what I mean? But in this battle right here, it's got to a point like it's not. I can't say it's the inverse, but for someone that's again at this point now, it's been 2 years since Eazy got really popping. So I mean, we can't really call you a new guy no more. But that dynamic is not there, and it's like the odds are really against John. Okay, it's really against him. Honestly, I don't. It's possible that John can have a debatable, or who knows? Maybe he can have an upset. But judging off what we've been hearing, I don't like it. I got to do the Eazy voice. I don't like it. So I don't know. Like I said before, John gonna have to be a whole different nigga. You know what I mean? John was going to have to listen, man. He gonna have to step his image up. I'm gonna say the same shit. I mean, I don't know if the red, you know what? Maybe he shouldn't have kept the red beard. I don't know. Listen to me. I don't know. But I'm just saying. Of course, we want to see John do good because we're used to seeing John at least have a debatable or be dominant, and we haven't seen that in a long time. You know what I mean? And I know he's had a few conversations about whether or not he lost love for the sport and for the culture and whatnot. And he did admit that at one point, and he's trying to kind of get back into having fun. I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to get excited about a battle if one of the battlers has not been having a really the best year. Because John hasn't had at least not even no moments really this year. I mean, he kind of just been like, kind of like. He doing that, like the tall nigga rapping. You know what I mean? He come through, do his tall nigga rapping, the whole like long arm rapping and shit, his arms be going out like shit, like this and shit, But yeah, man. I don't know. So anyway, I know I keep saying, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm freestyling the blog. Bear with me, but I got faith in John. I want to see John pull out an upset. But again, we're gonna need something different. Okay, but I mean, I don't think Eazy is actually completely healed either. In terms of that loss, you gotta realize as a battler, right? Battles like going into actual fights. It takes time to actually recover from battles, especially if it didn't go well. Like it takes time for your ego to kind of repair itself, get your confidence back. It's like, it's like, because again, when you get your jaw rocked, it shakes your confidence. You know what I mean? And it takes a supreme, you got to be at a very high life condition, but at the same time, be on demon time to do well in battle rap. You know what I mean? It's like channeling a warrior spirit. It's a really spiritual thing, channeling a warrior spirit, all while being calm and all while, being extremely confident. It's like you mix some positive and negative elements, all together into one, this one space. So Eazy's not completely healed. Eazy's ego was bruised. All right, because to a certain degree, I don't hear in his talk, in his conversation, maybe it's a performance, but I don't hear no humility. I don't hear no, I'm open to the fact that I might be wrong. You know what I mean? It seemed like, you believe your own hype, beloved. So Eazy also has a debt of entertainment. He also has a debt of pretty much, he's going to have to elevate too, but I'm like, I don't know, can Eazy do that in the next couple of months? I'm saying like, the last battle, which it was a good battle and whatnot, but he's not moving forward. I'm like, bro, you got to keep elevating that style and keep moving forward and keep saying, what can I do to up my game? What can I do to make my communication clear? What can I do? Like, what kind of moments can I create? You know what I mean? I'm like, starting to kind of sound a little routine. I think for all artists, we got to constantly be thinking forward. What's the next thing? And that's the problem that John's having. John has not put much thought into what am I want to work on next as a battler in terms of my game, so that when I go up there, I'm like, all right, I perfected that. I did that. I worked on that. Or I created something new. I created a new way of punching. I created a new pocket. You know what I mean? I talked about something different. Also, John, like I said, with the voice, man, you're going to have to do something like about that voice. And as far as like changing it up and whatnot, maybe smooth it out a little bit. And also, but I think another thing that may help John too, John gonna have to get ultra disrespectful and really talk shit to Eazy. Like talk shit to him. All right. Like shit talking, threats, and like tough talk and like mean talk are all like you gotta have that, and those are all essentials for making a battle feel like a battle. And that's like the difference between like an amateur battler in the top tier. You know what I'm saying? The top tier is going to be throwing punches, addressing the culture, giving you pockets, the room shakers, also, but again, giving you that tough talk. You know what I mean? A tough talk, those threats, violence, shit like that. You know what I mean? And Eazy, if John could be more direct, I know I'm kind of going on place, but if John could be more direct, I think he has more of a chance. And I mean, honestly, John, let me stop. Scratch everything I said. John do have a chance, because this is a good time. You know what I'm saying? I'm really thinking about it. Because again, it's like Eazy versus Disaster. All right, cool. Eazy versus Reed. All right, cool. Eazy versus Gigi. All right, cool. Yo, despite it being in Philly, even though that's another subject, despite it being in Philly, John can make it interesting. Thank y'all for bearing with me. This is a quick little video, a little freestyle. We'll build on it again. Relax. I know, me to mislead, just want to be honest. I was actually ought to be patient with me. Anyway, the 6 past commandments.